I like to consider SEO as the best practices of multiple disciplines. Hey everybody, this is Cameron Francis and this is episode 4 of Ranking Bad. Today, I wanted to talk about how to set up an effective SEO campaign. All you need to do is look at your inbox and you'll get 10, 20 requests of people offering you first page rankings for your website, giving you SEO advice. I mean, it's absolutely everywhere. And you start to question who is or what is an effective SEO strategy. So let me start off by saying SEO is hard. It's not difficult. Anyone that guarantees results or makes it out to be simple, they're pulling the wool over your eyes. I like to consider SEO as the best practices of multiple disciplines. What do I mean by that? It's essentially the best practice of web development. It's the best practices of design, that making the design aesthetically look nice. It's the best practices of UI, UX. It's the best practices of content marketing, social media. It's the best practices of link building, and of course, it's the best practices of PR and branding. There's a lot of different components, a lot of different moving parts of an effective SEO campaign. The thing is there isn't one particular pattern or process that works best. And to make it worse, the rules of the game, i.e. the algorithms, they continually change. So what I want to do today is help you guys with the necessary foundations required with any SEO campaign. This is the exact process I use to help my agency website rank for some of the most competitive keywords. And also, this is the same process that's helped thousands of businesses rank for their search queries as well. So where do we start off? The first thing I do is make sure that we install all of the necessary SEO tools. The first one I use is make sure that you've got Google Search Console installed. Google Search Console is an absolutely critical tool which tells you everything that happens before the click. How many impressions you're getting, what's your click-through rate, what keywords you're ranking for, what countries you're ranking those keywords in, and also it shows you things like crawl errors, server errors, and will actually show you things like schema markup and things like that, which we'll go through later on. Second thing I'd implement is Google Analytics. I like to look at Google Analytics as everything that happens after the click. So once you've got a website visitor on your website, where do they go? How many of them leave the website? What pages do they visit? How long do they stay on a particular web page? Once you've set up your reporting so that you can get an idea of how well you're performing every week or every month, I want you to set up your conversion goals as well. What this means is you're going to be tracking every inquiry, every click. It really depends on what you want as a certain outcome for your particular website. Third thing I'd implement is the Yoast SEO plugin for WordPress. This tool does wonderful things. The main thing that we will use it for though is to implement the metadata, title tags, URLs, descriptions, etc., nice and easily on the back of the website. Okay, number 2 is doing your keyword research. If you don't have any Search Console data, what I need you to do is put on your common sense hat and start thinking about all of the different core products and services that you offer. Generate a massive list. Now, I only want these keywords to be 1 or 2 words in length. They're going to be very, very broad. Now, once you've got that list all set up, the second iteration of this is we need to identify what are the variations of those keywords. I've got a really tricky, handy technique that I use when I'm trying to get the variations of my core keyword. Let's just say, for example, we'll use SEO. So I'll go onto my computer, I'll type in SEO, I'll press submit, I'll get all of the search queries and answers all on the search engine results page. I'll then scroll all the way to the bottom and Google will tell me related queries to do with SEO, or in this case I've put in SEO agency. They're essentially telling you what visitors will type in, what else do they mean once they've searched for the keyword that you've put in. The results that I have are SEO Agency Melbourne, Digital Marketing Agency, Digital Marketing Agency Melbourne, SEO Melbourne, Best SEO Company Melbourne, and SEO Companies Melbourne. That's my list of iterations of my core keyword that I'll put on for that particular page. You now replicate that process for all of the different core products and services that you offer. Once you've listed those 10 related queries under your core keyword group, depending on how many pages that you have listed, you should have a list of at least 100 to 200 variations of keywords that you're trying to generate ranking from. Hold on to your seats. We'll be right back after a few quick words from our sponsors.
Does your business need a little boost in sales? Do you know that one of the most effective ways to advertise your business is through Google Ads? Today's your lucky day because Google AdWords and eTraffic are giving away 100, yes, you heard that right, $100 vouchers for you to spend on Google AdWords. The mechanics is simple. All you have to do is email your business name, phone number, and website to google@etraffic.com.au, and we'll give you a $100 Google AdWords voucher for free. Yes, free. Not familiar with Google AdWords? Not to worry. We'll teach you how to set up your Google Ads account. Don't forget, email us at google@etraffic.com.au. Be just a Google search away.
Now back to the show. Number 3 is on-site optimization. I want to ask you a question. How many competitors do you think you have? 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000? What if I told you that you actually have millions of competitors? Your competition is not just who provides the same products or services as you do in a given target area. Your competition is actually any website that Google lists as a search result when your product or service is typed in. For example, let's take the search query industrial dining table. If I put this into Google, Google lists 273 million search results. So if my product is industrial dining tables, my competition is not only who sells a similar product, but the 277,999,999 other results Google shows. Now, what separates the best results from the rest of results? Number 1 is proper on-site optimization. Keep your URL short using only text, so there's no special characters or underscores. Use dashes separating words, and ideally having the keyword group, which is the main product or service, in the URL. Number 2 are your title tags and descriptions. Make sure all these elements have keywords in them, but please don't spam them. Title tags are 65 characters or less. I recommend you add the keyword group at the very beginning of the title tag. So if you're selling industrial dining tables as the example, then have industrial dining tables at the beginning of the title tag. H1 and H2 tags, make sure that they're readable, that they're scannable, and it allows users to get a post's meaning without actually reading it. Next are alt tags. You need to make sure that they're clearly explained and understood, even if the image is not displayed. Next is meta descriptions. Make sure that they're descriptive, they're informative, and most importantly, that they encourage visitors to click. A lot of people don't think that descriptions or meta descriptions are a ranking factor. It's hard to say directly if they are a ranking factor, but what is a ranking factor is click-through rate. And the meta description, which is 165 characters long, is your opportunity to tell your story and to give the visitor a reason why they should click your snippet. What I put in the meta description is generally the LSI, the semantic variations of the keyword group that I'm targeting. So the list that we went through when we searched our core keyword group on Google, scroll all the way to the bottom, add a few of those different keywords in there as well. It's the structure I really use for meta descriptions, once I've factored in my LSI keywords, is I'll use an intriguing question. Are you interested in industrial dining tables? Then I would go through and add some value statements about the business. Try Furniture Company Incorporated for the highest quality industrial dining tables in Melbourne. And then finally, I would add a call to action. Something as simple as find out more, read more, something like that to encourage and direct the user to click. Another thing to look for are external links. When you're linking out from your website, make sure you link to trusted, authoritative websites. It shows Google that the content that you've got on your website is well researched and it's well referenced. Internal links. So link your web pages together to create crawling paths for Google bots and conversion funnels for your users. I would add 2 to 5 internal links per content piece. I personally like to link my blog posts to the money pages, and I link the money pages with each other. Another thing to consider is the UI and UX factors. Make your website look nice and easy to navigate. There should be a 3-click rule where users can find any information they need on your website within 3 clicks. Test it. Another factor you want to consider is the website speed. If the website lags, it takes long to load, visitors are going to leave. So you want to put a lot of energy in making your website super fast. End of story. What I use to test my website are 2 tools called GT Metrics and Google Page Speed Insights. No matter how much traffic you generate, if your website is slow, you're going to be providing a negative user experience and you're going to be minimizing the amount of conversions that you should be receiving. These 3 areas are the foundations of any effective SEO campaign. They give you the data you need in order to make smart marketing decisions for your business.
Thank you for listening to our awesome show today. If you did like it, please like, share, comment, subscribe, give us 5 stars. You have no idea how much it helps us improve our awareness, our reach, and help other business owners. Also, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just search for eTraffic, Ranking Bad, and your host, Cameron Francis. There you can stay up to date with what's going on. And finally, if you have a question or a topic you'd like to discuss, just leave a comment down below.